all that good stuff. Welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network. And of course, my friend, he's here. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Paul, God bless you, man. How you doing?
I am so good. It is a great blessing to be here, and I am excited to share this stuff about this book and share the time with you.
Oh, share the time with me. Man, well, God bless you for that. I appreciate you. And of course, man, we are excited. Once again, thank you so much. Number one, for being here today. And of course, number two, accepting the invitation to be a part of our network family. I want you to dive in for me because I want to hear what it is that we can expect and anticipate. But before you do that, I want you to share who is Paul. I mean, tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, a little bit about me. I am a father and a husband, and I've been a massage therapist and an instructor in massage for 25 years now, and I love it. And I really have always loved word searches. Word searches have been something that I've always enjoyed spending time on and playing with. And recently I came across a thing about publishing books, and I said, you know what? That would be a really fun thing to do. And having a little kid, I've got a daughter who's 6 years old, going to be turning 7 here soon, and just wanted to say, how can I help her and other kids with reading, with learning, with engagement? I know she loves to color. Reading comes and goes. So I thought, what about making some fun stories and putting a book together where you've got stories, word search, and coloring. So for me, it was about taking the teaching that I do in massage. We teach with audio, visual, and kinesthetic. That means you're listening to it, seeing it, and then you're touching it. You're doing it. You're engaging with the material. And we see success with that with people in terms of learning massage, learning the muscles in the body, all of those kinds of things. And so uh, I thought if I take that same concept with these three parts, maybe kids will learn a little bit more in terms of the words that they're studying, the reading, they'll get to color and have fun with it, and they can engage with their parents who might want to be reading the stories. So that's where this came from. This is a little bit of who I am. Uh, I'm a Methodist, and I love Jesus, and uh, just engaging in the Lord's work in a different way of helping people with this book.
Story time, word search, and coloring book. Tell us about it.
Well, it's just what it is. You've got stories that have come from a variety of pieces. So it starts with kind of a safari and animals and the farm, and then it takes you through. Each chapter has a different theme with a couple of stories in it. So you go into space, you get to play with dragons and unicorns, and then there's out in the forest with bears and making food and just engaging in different creative elements for stories. And then the word searches are based a little bit on what you've just read. So they're engaging with the material that you just read, and then there's pictures that are depicting the story, which is if it's a bear, if it's a person, whatever it might be. As you go through the images, it's engaging with that part of it. So
Yeah.
it really uh, has that fun and adventurous stories. So you've got some pretty fun stories, and they're not all super short. Some of them are shorter, some of them are a page, page and a half. So they're not really long stories, but they're enough to be able to have a child read through it, and then have the time to color and do the word search.
Yeah. Wow. I am excited. And of course, we're kind of at our, I guess you can call it our pre launch stage of all of this. And of course, before I get into that, I want to thank God for our partner networks who are joining us this afternoon for this nice little conversation we're having with one of our featured authors. And of course, we're excited for you as well, Paul. And of course, we know that we're anticipating an outstanding release. And I want you to kind of break it down, kind of let our viewers know around the world that, when it's anticipated to be officially released and how they can pick it up when it is.
Perfect. So I'm looking at April 13th is my official date at this time, and working on a few details currently, as with I haven't done other publications, but this being my first one, I've had a few little glitches with the artwork and the cover and making it format right for Amazon. So it's going to be on Kindle and through the Amazon platform to initiate. Eventually, it will get out to all other platforms. But if you go into Amazon and you look in the Kindle section for books, you'll be able to find it there. I will have a e-version of the book as well as a paperback. And my goal in the future is also to have an audio book, so having it on Audible, so someone can read the stories to the kids. Well, then they can have the printout of the word search and the coloring to be able to do that with paper and pencil. So a couple different ways to be able to get it.
Wow. I'm excited because, want to let you know that on the official release date, we are going to definitely have Paul back right here on the GMAP Broadcast Network to help officially launch the publication. It is his first publication, and we're excited about it. And we want all of you to make sure you take this information and share it with all of your followers, your family, your friends. Let them know that, hey, we're going to have Paul on the GMAP Broadcast Network for his official release date of this outstanding publication. And I'm excited about it because it's not, I guess you can say, it's not your common or typical publication. It's something that will allow you, as well as your children, grandchildren, to involve yourself with. And that's exciting to me. I'm going to make sure I get one for my granddaughter because, she was talking about it the other day. She heard me talking to you. And she said, well, Paul, what are you all talking about? And I had to go through the details of showing her. And I tell you, man, so it's a no-brainer with my granddaughter. If you don't sell any other book in life, you're going to sell that one because I have to make sure I get it. Now, if someone wanted to reach out to you and talk with you more individually about some of the things you're doing, some of the things you have planned, is there some contact information that you don't mind sharing with us today?
Sure. An easy way would be my email, which is pvince4@gmail.com. So my first initial, my original last name of Vince, Vincze, and then the number 4@gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook with Paul Vince, and you can message me on Facebook. I've got that available as well. So those would be the two main sources at this time in terms of reaching out to me and asking if you want to engage with that book or anything else.
Oh wow! I got to ask this question before I let you go. I want to find out now. You providing this publication to our viewers and listeners around the world. What? It's a little different than your common novel or book. Was the process of, I guess you could say, writing? Was the process of writing this difficult for you?
The process with this, I used a ghostwriter, so I didn't do all the writing. I came up with the ideas, and I followed it's a company called AIA, who I joined in and started to go through the publishing process because they set it up all for you, which is great. They really give you lessons and teach you how to do it. So I started with the outline and kind of, okay, what does this book need to be? What's my topic? What are the pieces that I want? And so I had to go through that. And they recommend when you're doing a book, and they're typically going nonfiction book that you want about 300-400 pages, and that's about where this book is as well. So it's got a lot of content, but it's also got the images and stuff like that. So you're taking 3 books and combining it in one. And because most people will get a word search book, or they'll get a coloring book, or they'll get the storybook. So I've combined them all into one element here. And the process was challenging. You've got to read through it. You've got to try and edit it. You've got to check in with the writers and all that stuff. And then, is this right or is that right? And, oh, this sounds good. But then you take it out to the testing grounds, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's not right. So that's why it's been a little bit delayed too. I had original ideas of having bubble letters for the word search, and so the kids could color in the letters. I thought, oh, that'd be great. But then that was, looking at it when it's on paper, well, some of the G's and the E's and the C's all start looking alike. And it's like, this is for a kid, 6-7 years old. They're not going to be able to identify these different letters. So take it back and start over and redo those word searches. And then you got to redo some of the wording and the text in there. So it's been a little bit of a process. It's been enjoyable, but it's also been a little frustrating here and there when you think, okay, things are good, I got it, and then you see something else. So I wouldn't doubt that there's something I've missed in the editing and the process, but it's a first run, and there can always be additions or changes that need to happen. But from what it's looking like right now, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty excited to get this published and to get it out there and see how it can help, because that's what I really want to do is help kids, help people learn. It's one of those things that we are so embedded with our technology. And yes, this will be on technology. You'll be able to have it on an iPad or a Kindle and be able to, highlight the words or color it with a finger or whatever that you want to do in that sense. But it also takes away from the phone or just playing a game or doing something like that, where you get to read, you get to engage with some learning. And so that's what I'm really hoping for, that this will dive in and be able to take off in that way to make it work.
Yeah. Man, I'm excited. This sounds exciting. Story time, word search and coloring book. April 13th, the official anticipated launch date. And of course, we're going to have Paul back here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, as well as our affiliate partner networks. We're going to do an official launch of the publication. We're going to try to have all the, whistles and bells along with it. And of course, we are definitely asking you to show your support, share the information, purchase a copy, leave a review. We're asking you to do all of those things. It's important, especially when someone makes a decision to step up and step out on faith and release what's on their heart. Now, is there going to be one to follow also? I mean, what's your anticipation with that? Are you expecting to do something beyond this one?
I am expecting to do something beyond this one. I'm just in the thought process of what the theme is going to be, but I'm going to take the same concept and see how I can apply it in a different way. So I don't want to give out too much information at this time until I get it more solidified. But yes, I do have some ideas for another story word search coloring book.
Oh my goodness. And I want you to make sure you keep us posted. And of course, I'm excited about what you're doing. I want you to be sure to, let us know what you're doing, when, where, how. We want you to know that we really appreciate you accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast family, accepting the invitation to be here with us today. And if there is anything we can do to continue assisting you while you're on this journey, we want you to pick up that phone, Call us. Don't text, don't chat, don't do none of that. Call us. Call us.
All right.
Let us know what we can do. And man, I tell you, if there's anything we can do, we are honored to do it. And the answer will always be yes. And you'll never have to ask me twice. I want you to know that personally and publicly. I appreciate your time today. I appreciate being able to include some of our additional partners just to be sure that as many people as possible are aware of what you have planned in the very, very near future and what's going to be anticipated following what you have planned and going to release soon for us here. So, Paul, I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to doing a follow-up conversation within the next couple of weeks, around the 13th or so. I got to make sure I got the date right, but it's around that time, and we're gonna make sure.
I think we're set up for around the 5th or so. So we're good on our next visit. So I'm looking forward to it.
Pay attention to our broadcast schedule because it will be listed there. And of course, if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to Paul, or you can reach me. I'll be sure to connect the dots. Paul, I appreciate you so much for being here. And of course, I am going to make sure I put this information out as much and as often as I possibly can. I want you to continue to be blessed and be a blessing to others as you are. And if there is anything we can do, don't hesitate to let us know, okay?
Well, thank you, and God bless you. And I hope your words out to the public that you have hit their hearts and minds and help someone else out today. So
Amen.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
All right. Don't forget to check our broadcast schedule and look in the featured authors area. You'll see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our screen. Storytime, word search, and coloring book. Paul, and I always have trouble saying his last name, so I just stop and say Paul. But I tell you this, we want you to look for it. We want you to be able to get the information, all the intimate information and details. You'll have it. You'll be able to click on it. It'll take you to the necessary location to find out all the information that you're seeking. And listen, be sure to share it with everyone that you can. And don't forget to show your love, care, concern, and support. Paul, we appreciate you. We'll be reaching back out to you real soon. Until then, I want you to have a fantabulous rest of your day. Be blessed and be a blessing to others, all right?
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you as well. All right. We're going to get back to more continuous music in just a few. In the meantime, we appreciate each and every one of you. Peace. God bless you. Take care. Take it easy. And, well, if it's good to you, take it twice. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin, doing what I love because I love what I'm doing right here on the #1 station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network. And I am always on the show. God bless you.